So now it's time to take a look at Node's package manager and where all these packages live, the NPM registry. So let's talk about using other people's code. To be clear, when we talk about NPM, we're talking about two different things sometimes when developers talk about it. NPM, the registry, the packages themselves, the collection of packages, and NPM, the program, the actual program that's installed on your computer, the package management system itself. So NPM comes along for the ride when installed along with Node.js. So NPM essentially comes with Node.js. To make sure you have NPM installed, you can do the same thing that we did with Node. In your command line, type npm-v, and you should get a version number. If you have a version number, then NPM is installed properly, and you can move on. If not, there's plenty of help out there on the internet to help you install NPM. Now, the Node Package Manager, when you run it to install a package, that is, to download some code for use in your application, where does it come from? The code comes from the NPM registry, and you can search the registry and look at individual packages and details on them at npmjs.com. Now, NPM, the registry, is available to everyone. Anyone can put packages into NPM. And NPM literally has tens of thousands of packages available and literally billions of downloads. So that doesn't mean that everything in NPM is good. You have to be judicious and take care when choosing the packages that you're going to install and use in your application. For example, I could search here and I can go down to popular packages. Express is the one that we're going to install soon. So if I click on it, I can see some important information that helps me when choosing a package. I can see some documentation on how to use it. I can see the semantic version, the current version that it's on, and usually there's a link to actually look at the source code of it on GitHub. So I can see how popular it is on GitHub and what the code looks like. I can see the license, so how am I allowed to use it? And the stats, that's very important. How many people are downloading it? How many people are using it? The open issues on GitHub means how many issues have been submitted to GitHub, people having some kind of problem or feature request. And open pull requests means people who have made changes to it and are requesting that their changes be admitted to the main package. And that has to do with open source code, where anyone can really try working on it. And there always should be some way of telling you how to install it. We always run the command npm, then install, and then each package has a unique name. So if I ran npm install express while I'm sitting on the folder that I want to install into, that is the application that I'm using or creating and want to use this in, then it will download the package, and we'll see exactly what that does in just a bit. But the idea being that you should look around. You should Google it. You should look at it on GitHub. You should look at how many downloads and how people are using it and see what kind of documentation it has. And you shouldn't be afraid of going to GitHub and looking at the code, looking at the JavaScript code, because this is all JavaScript code and all open source that you can go and look at to see if it looks like something that's going to make sense for your application. So we have this massive ecosystem of open source software, of people just making code they've written available for free. It's pretty amazing. And so we're going to look at how we can then set up our app to use particular packages that we've chosen and to make it easy then to update when new versions come out and to keep track of our dependencies. All right, let's move on.